Hey, yo, man, them, have you ever tried to find your way, but having never really been shown the path, so you ponder, take the risk and wander, get lost and drift upon the sticks to a path that took you longer, the path to manhood had no footprints, and for whatever reason, father left no blueprint. So us boys were left trying to understand the complexities of the term described as becoming a man. I heard the Kenyan Maasai tribe had a ritual of passage. Kill a lion was the sign of manhood, see if the boy could manage. Coming back to the village, knowing that courage was not the absence of fear, but the conquering of it, I believe that's the age-old adage. But such rituals have vanished, and have been replaced with some that instead of signifying growth, seem to cause more damage. Because at 14, I was starting to understand the term becoming a man when police grip me, search me and strip me, screaming, give me your hands. I guess this was my baptism of both masculinity and racism, being whitewashed by police who saw my dirty skin as sin. Check the cynicism. I guess a black boy becomes a black man at puberty's entrance. Each strip search peels away at his boy-like resemblance, revealing the raw realness of what it's like to be a black man in England. Or perhaps I entered manhood when the media portrayed me and my friends with labels like gangs, hoods, thugs, peddlers of drugs. I'd be a liar if I said there was no truth in labels told, but the problem with a stereotype isn't that it's false, but that's the only story being sold. Or maybe it was my first fist fight when I saw masculinity. There was a bunch of boys at war, Avengers, Infinity, heart racing, fear creeping up. I was scared to the deep recesses of my soul, but I was never ever gonna let this bully chief me up. He was the third in his crew that week that tried fighting me unprovoked. I remember putting my key in between my knuckles. He should have learned from his two friends you can still catch the smoke, but for some, it was more than a punch. Some caught a murder charge. The boys we chilled with in the playground at school, the violence, make it make sense, dog. Or perhaps I became a man when I lost my virginity. No love, just lost. No truth or trust. No foreplay, it was a quick boss. My heart on ice, because who really wants to open the wounds of fragility, so we embrace blissful ignorance cloaked as masculinity. We were constantly told men don't cry, so we sweep aside the truth of how we feel and internalize internal lies until the eternal dies. Our external's fine, but such deeds damage our paternal lines. If women are the yin and we are the yang, then we inadvertently neglect our maternal minds. I lost count the amount of times she said, open up to me, the same way flowers bloom. Now I'm trying to describe these ancient emotions by rearranging letters and words like countdown as the seconds and hours loom, but I'm struggling all because men supposedly don't cry or weep. We don't share pain. We just sigh deep. I'm aware the transition from boys to men in tradition always had a father figure to help question the vision again. Kind of like Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid. For the younger generation, it's Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith. But we had no such luck for such wisdom, so we tried to self-build our own manhood. We watched the elders, but they didn't know either how a man should. We needed elders to meld us into men that could navigate through the systems, but we only produced the symptoms of children that had fathers that were distant. I mean, maybe we need a new perspective. Maybe I'm still a man even if my bed ain't yet connected. So here's my question upon reflection. Can these really be our rites of passage? You're laughing because you saw my bed, didn't you? This side, innit? This side. Can these really be our rites of passage? If suicide is the biggest killer of young men, do they produce more good than damage? Thank you very much.